Hello and welcome to Knights at the Game Table. This is Kevin O'Connor and I'll be your host for tonight's episode. We're here playing at Grimdark Games in San Antonio, Texas, where Aaron Little's Space Wolves are taking on David Villarreal's Salamanders. It's Space Marine against Space Marine. Who's gonna win? Watch the episode to find out. And don't forget, you can be entered into our monthly draw to win a Star Collecting box of your choice by just sharing this video and then commenting down below to let us know you have. While you're taking care of that, we'll get the game started.
My list, so I'm running Space Wolves, mainly a Vanguard detachment. It's a little more shooty list than usual for Space Wolves, but I'm running, my Warlord is a Librarian and Phobos armor, or Rune Priest for us. My other HQs being Njal Stormcaller and Terminator armor, and then another Rune Priest with a jump pack and a Runic Axe. 2 7-man squad of Infiltrators, and then running a 5-man squad of Intercessors with bolt rifles and a chainsword on the Sergeant. The only other unit I'm running other than that is the Stormhawk Interceptor. Basically a flyer that doesn't transport, it's just a little tiny gunship.
So I have a very small army with the Vanguard. So I bought a Relic Contemptor for the Salamanders, Assault Terminators, the Imperial Space Marine. I think for Salamanders he should be an auto-include. To round it all off, they're all riding into the Caestus Assault Ram. I don't know if I'll get to use his ability to charge into combat, but hopefully I will. And the HQ is going to be a Librarian. Belt of Rust is scary, so that's nice. I'm going to have a hard time playing the objectives game, and since I have to deploy first, I figured I would try to castle in one area, and hopefully he wouldn't be able to counter deploy me.
So my deployment strategy is, I deployed second, and I kind of deployed across from all of his stuff, but leaving enough of a screen possibly to maybe deal with it, but I'm just hoping to seize initiative right here, basically. My battle plan, so I have 3 Psychers. There's some special stuff that Space Wolves can do if they have 3, as well as number one concern is to take out his ship and then hopefully his dreadnought afterwards.
I've sold a few units. I don't know if scoring the objectives is going to be the way to go. I might be able to get to his characters though.
My biggest advantage, I would say, is I have 3 Psychers, including one of the most powerful in the game with Njal Stormcaller.
For the most part, I have a lot of 3-up invul saves, so it comes back down to being tough. Like, getting in close combat, I think I'll win that game, even though he's +1 to hit.
I'm worried he goes first.
If he gets too far ahead in points too early on, I don't know if I'll catch up.
Get ready for the wolves, we're coming for you.
Burn, baby, burn.
Today's mission is Decapatation Strike, a Maelstrom of War mission from Chapter Approved 2018. Each player will generate 3 tactical objectives each turn, up to a maximum of 6. And losing a character will lose a player a random tactical objective. Losing your Warlord will lose you D3 tactical objectives. In addition to the tactical objective scoring, there are points available for slaying the enemy Warlord, for First Strike, and Linebreaker. This is a whole army deployment mission, and since David deployed first, he will go first unless Aaron can seize initiative on a 6.
Let's see if I can do this.
No 66.
That is a 6. Yes, okay, cool.
Aaron's first 3 tactical objectives are Secure Objective 5, should be nice and easy for him, Counterattack, where he needs to make a heroic intervention, and Area Denial. This is a big gimme on the first turn, as he will score a point for having no enemy models within 6 inches of the centre of the board, or an easy D3 points on turn 1, given that David has no models within 12 inches of the centre of the board.
During my movement phase, basically just shimmied these 2 units and cover around just to get clear on the objective. Moved my Rune Priests around to be closer to each other, and then moved these guys up, as well as moving my ship right in front of his ram, staring that big thing down. So, all right. So then, now it's time for the Psychic phase, and I have quite a bit of a Psychic phase. Front guy's going to cast Fury of the Wolf Spirits on himself. It's a warp charge value 7. It'll give him some extra attacks for an entire turn, basically.
Goes off.
So 9 goes off. So Fury of the Wolf Spirits goes off on the jump pack guy right there. And then, all right, so now it's time for the shooting phase. Just cast that one power in the psychic phase. Shooting phase, I'll go ahead and go with my Stormhawk Interceptor first. And so he has a +1 to hit fly, but he does not have power of the Machine Spirit, so it's a +1, -1. But he's gonna stick his head out the window and sniff real hard and use his keen senses to ignore. So it's a stratagem using in the shooting phase. Choose a Space Wolf unit from your army. That unit does not suffer any penalties to its hit rolls, so he'll be hitting on 2s. And it's 1 command point. I'm down to 6. So he's just going to unload everything into the assault ram. I'm going to shoot the twin assault cannons first. So 12 shots, hitting on 2s and wounding on 5s.
5, yes, because T7.
7. Okay, cool. So 2s. There's 3 misses.
All right.
That's better than probability for you there. And then 5s to wound. So only have 2, and it's rend 1.
So my 3s become 4s.
Yep.
And green dice for Salamanders. Well, we'll try to keep them in. No, I missed both of them. So it puts me down to 12 wounds.
Okay. Then I will shoot the missile launcher, Typhoon missile launcher, which is it can shoot 2 crack missiles basically, and then the last talon will be 2 blast cannon shots afterwards. So with the Typhoon missile launcher, hitting on 2s and wounding on 3s. Both hit.
Okay.
And then wounding on 3s.
Typhoon, yes.
Yeah, because that's 2 6s. So 2 at rend.
-2.
I think it's 2. Yes. Yeah.
So my 3s become 5s. Become 5. I made them both.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. And then got to get lucky here with this last talon. So it's
2 shots.
2 shots, basically just 2 blast cannons. Hitting on 2s with these, both hit again, and then once again wounding on 3s. Both of them. So 2 at rend 3 here.
2 at rend 3. So boxcars. No.
Oof.
It's a 6 just to annoy me.
So 2d6 damage, because both went through. And so I'm down to 5 command points, and it's 5 total damage.
So leaves me with 7.
4 rapid fire,
Okay.
3 not.
So 11?
Yes. 11 shots. They will be hitting on 4s, because there is a -1 to hit, but 6s still
Auto wound.
Auto do that. So hitting on 4s. That's a lot of 6s.
Actually, it is, yeah.
Oh, wow. As many 6s as I had misses, which is 5. That's a lot. So that is 5 that wound, and he would have to make a save for, and this one will be wounding on a 5. No. So 5, a regular armor save.
5 3-up saves. Ooh, and I failed 3 of them.
Oof.
So I'm down to 4 wounds.
Okay, and that's 1 away from your lowest profile?
Yeah, 1 more to go.
Okay, so 4 shots, and they get they all moved up a bit, so they just get a single shot.
Yeah, single shot.
Yeah, so 4 shots. Hitting on 4s, and no special rules for these, but it's just rend 1. So 4s and 5s. And I miss everything. They're shooting at the ground. So these guys right here are gonna pop smoke, and that will be it for my turn, because I can't make any charges, and no morale.
At the end of Aaron's first turn, he has secured Objective 5 for 1 point, and he has scored Area Denial, with David having no models within 12 inches of the centre of the board. His D3 has given him 2 additional points, and the score is 3-0 for Aaron. David's first 3 tactical objectives are Secure Objective 1, which should be manageable for him, Secure Objective 6, which is on the wrong side of the board right now, and Secure Objective 5, also looking out of reach.
So in my movement phase, I got my guys out before the flyer dies. He's down to 4 wounds. The flyer went into hover mode so he can charge into the units to try to do a little something there. But the Relic Contemptor stood still. I'm gonna put Velatime on the Terminators.
Okay.
Need a 6. Goes off on a 9.
So I'm going to choose to deny with Njal, because he's right within 24, it seems.
Cool.
He can re-roll 1 deny per turn, so let's see. I got a 9. I'm not going to re-roll it.
And then his next power is going to be Might of Heroes. He's going to cast on himself. +1 strength, tightness, all that. Doesn't go off.
Okay.
Shooting phase. I'm gonna start with this guy.
Okay.
He's gonna put all of his shooting into this flyer.
Okay.
I have 4 last cannons. I'm a -1 to hit because you have the fly my hard to hit rule. So I hit it on 3s. I can reroll 1s, but I cannot reroll 2s.
Yeah.
And that's only 1 I can roll.
Okay.
Looking for a 3. I got it.
Okay.
So that's 3 hits.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Look for a 3 again. Got it. So 2 wounds.
All right. So Ren 3 or
3.
AP 3. I have a 6-up save. I also have Infernum Halo launchers, so I reroll save rolls of 1.
Or is that against fly or all the time?
Just all the time. Yeah.
Cool.
It's that thing can't go into hover, so it's got to have some stuff, right? Neither. So that's 2 going through.
All right. Looking for how many wounds? 10.
I think it's 12, 10 or 12, one of the 2.
Well, that's 9 right there.
Oh wow! So it is down to 1.
And then
Oof, that's rough.
here comes the missile launcher up top. Cyclone
Okay.
missile launchers.
Yep.
Also hitting on 3s. Oh, missed 1. Try it again. But it's a miss, so we got 1 hit. 3 to wound.
Yes.
Doesn't wound. Yeah, so the Imperial Space Marine, he's going to double tap. I need to hit you on 4s because you're -1.
Yes.
Going to reroll the 2. It's going to be 2 hits.
Okay.
I need to wound you on 5s.
Okay.
Strength 5. I'm going to reroll this 1 because the Salamanders.
Yep.
Still missed, but I got 1 hit, AP -3.
AP -3 on that?
AP
Dang,
-3.
That's crazy. All right, so 6. No. Yeah, does he might explode. Crash and burn, so it's 6 inches on a 6. It'd be D3. That is a 1. So nope. He is out.
Then I'm going to do this because I'm already at a -1 because of my profile.
That's fair.
So I'm going to shoot them.
Okay.
So that's going to be 8 shots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the Sun Fury missiles. Hitting on 4s. Missing 3 times. Wounding you on 3s.
All right.
AP -1, which you won't care.
Yeah.
1 wound.
1 wound. All right, so 1 3-up. It's 1 wound.
Just 1 wound.
Okay.
Here's the heavy 2d3.
Okay.
It's kind of wasted on them, but why not? It's going to be 2 shots.
Okay. Probably
Hitting
would.
on 4s. 1 guy.
Yeah.
2 up.
Yeah. So would AP minus
-4 because strength
4.
10.
So I have a 6-up.
Yep.
No. So that guy that took a wound earlier is out.
So going for some charges then. It looks like an 8-inch charge because it's less than 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I need to go up a total of 3, so 11.
So 12 shots because there's 6 of them left. Hitting on 6s. That is 0. Big ol' 0.
All right, so we said we're looking for 11, and I have a reroll from the psych power.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah, at least it didn't take any shots from it, so that's
I'm gonna go ahead and charge him.
with this.
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Should be within, yeah, if you can charge me, I'm within bolt pistol range, so. All right, so bolt pistol at this big beast. All right, hitting on a 6. No, darn.
10. That one makes it.
You're in, yeah, you should be.
This is actual wobbly model because what it is.
All right,
So I'm gonna turn it.
is that all your charges?
That's all my charges.
I'm going to heroically intervene
I know.
and then armor the rest of you.
Yeah.
But luckily my room priest with the jump pack has like 3 attacks and there's a good chance I don't do anything. So it'll be hitting on 2s and then wounding on 5s because strength 5 for the runic axe. Yeah. Hitting on 2s. I'll hit, but then wounding on 5s. 1, and then this will be a rend 2, I believe.
I believe.
Yeah.
So my 3-up becomes a 5-up,
Okay.
which I save.
So I get 6 extra attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s because it's strength 5. This is just rend 1 damage. 3 attacks from each of Lehman Russ's long lost wolves. 3 misses. And then wounding on 5s. 2 at rend 1. So you're not going to die, but
Oh, so 2 4-ups.
yeah.
Mid one, failed one.
1 damage. All right, yeah, so because he's in hover mode, I actually can attack him. So he can't, not just Armor of Rust, he can also attack as well. So 4 attacks, it'll be hitting on 2s, and it's just a 4 sword. So it'll be wounding on 5s,
Yes.
rend 3, d3 damage. So hitting on 2s, we got 1 miss there. And then wounding on 5s, because strength 4 against toughness 7. Nothing.
I got 2 attacks because I'm on my middle profile.
Yeah.
So 4 down to 2. I'm hitting on 5s.
Okay.
Weapon skill 5. Which I still missed.
Okay. Dang. All right. These rerolls have not been kind to us today.
At the end of David's first turn, he has scored a point for securing Objective 1, and he has scored a point for First Strike, having killed one of Aaron's models. Meanwhile, Aaron has picked up another point for counterattack, having made a heroic intervention, and the score is 4-2, favouring Aaron. In our first battle round, Aaron's Storm Raven getting knocked off the board has handed air superiority to David, but David's Caestus Assault Ram is now dangerously close to Aaron's Psychus and his Jump Pack Priest. Let's see if he can maintain his advantage. At the start of his second turn, Aaron's new tactical objectives are Defend Objective 5, that's hold it for 2 consecutive player turns, Advance, move all of his units out of his deployment zone, and Master the Warp, a point for manifesting 1 psychic power and D3 points for manifesting 3. Given Aaron's 3 psychers and his ability to manifest up to 6 powers a turn, it seems likely he'll score well on this one.
So I moved my intercessors down from this ruin and out of my deployment zone so I can get the objective that I have for having no units in my own deployment. Then I moved these guys out of the way, this infiltrators, full squad, so Njal could get around, and then I moved Njal around and everyone else stayed in the same spot. So now it's time for the psychic phase, which is fun because I'm actually in range to do powers now. And I'm going to go first with Njal, and he's going to first cast Jaws of the Worldwolf on the Terminators. So it's Njal gets a native +1 to his psychic test because he's the Great Rune Priest. I need a 7, so I'll need a 6 on the dice basically. And I got a 2, so that does not pass either. Then he's going to cast. This will be fun anyways, hopefully. So I'm going to use a stratagem called Living Lightning, which is the one that both him and the jump pack guy have. It's like a D3 smite that if it kills something, it hops onto the next enemy unit within 18 inches, which would be your Terminators.
So see if it goes off first.
Yes, okay.
What do you need?
I needed a 6 and I got an 8.
You got an
So I
8?
get +1 from Njal's.
Ah, okay. Then I'm going to attempt to deny.
Okay.
I'm looking for a 9.
So, yeah, I'll wait on that stratagem then.
Mattered. 11.
11? Oh, you got it. Nice. Okay. So that does not go off, and I do not spend that command point. All right. I'll go with the jump pack guy next, and he's just gonna smite. He doesn't get +1 or anything for this. It's just is what it is. And I got a 7, so it'll be D3 mortal wounds. Okay. 3.
So he dies. Do I explode though?
Please no.
Make sure he doesn't have a special explode.
Yeah, I was
but
about to say it might be on like 5 up or.
no, it doesn't matter with the 2. There goes that.
He steals another power, and then I have 2 powers with this guy. So his power, he's going to cast Fury of the Wolf Spirits again, because that's what he can cast. So I need a 7 for this one, and I did not get it with 4, so that's fine. Then my last Psyker has the Temporal Corridor and Hallucination. So he's going to cast Hallucination over there, and this is a Warp Charge 6.
They're
and
all
basically,
6s. On that.
Oh yeah,
They're all 6s.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good point, sir. So I got an 8, and basically this is so I select the Terminators. Yeah, this
Their
should
base
be
leadership is a 9 for the sergeant.
So now they're down to 8.
down to 8. We got a 2d6 roll.
Yeah. So if you're equal to or less, you're good.
All right. Let's see if we can roll low. Low enough, I guess. So take 8 because 9.
Or no, it's just -1. He'll cast Smite, so he's within 18 of them. You can see him, so it'll be a 6 or a 12 plus at this point, because I already cast Smite once. So it raises. So a 6 for the bottom, 12 plus for the top, and I got a 9.
It goes off. How many?
Okay, so D3, mortal wounds, 3. Yeah.
I'll lose a guy and a half.
All right, so then shooting phase next. They didn't move, so they're all going to be firing at full capacity. So it'll be 12 shots. Hitting on 3s, 6s causing wounds per hit, and then wounding on 4s because it's just Terminators. So you'll get your nice 2-up saves for these. So hitting on 3s. These 6s?
1-1.
Okay, so 1-6, and then a few misses. All right, and then wounding on 4s. Strength and toughness 4. Wow, 1 again. So 2 total.
Looking for 2s.
Yep.
And I lose a guy.
Wow. That is my turn.
It's the end of Aaron's second turn. He has scored 1 point on his D3 for Master the Warp, a point for Advance, and he has started to defend Objective 5, but needs to hold it through to the end of David's turn to score. The score is now 6-2, favouring Aaron, and we're into David's second turn. David's tactical objectives for his turn 2. He still has secure objectives 5 and 6 from the previous turn. Then he's drawn the duplicate of secure objective 5, secure objective 2, and finally Blood and Guts, where he needs to kill 1 unit in the fight phase to score a point, or 3 units for a D3.
So essentially, the Terminators got closer, and so did the rapid fire Imperial Space Marine. From there, I'm bringing in the Contemptor Dreadnought. He's moving up mainly because he's going to start going for the other objectives that way. But he doesn't have much of a valid target at this point. Okay, so that's movement, psychic phase. So Veil time again, looking for the 6.
Okay.
Onto the Terminators, rerolling a 1, 4, 5. So I still fail, but I don't peril.
Yeah.
And then the other power I'll cast on myself, Might of Heroes.
All right.
I'm still looking for a 6.
You're outside of 12, so. Yeah.
It won't matter because I rolled a 5. Shooting phase. He's going to shoot his shots here at them.
Yeah.
Starting with the 4 last cannons. I have moved, so I'll be a -1 to hit. 4 last cannons to the face.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s, all 4 hit.
Okay.
Wounding on 2s.
Yep. Down to 0 command points.
That's his natural reroll. For
Oh,
the
now
Salamander.
yeah, you're right. Never mind.
So
My bad.
it's going to be 3 saves.
3 saves. So 6s. They're 2 wounds each, obviously. So that's 3.
Okay.
So roll your damage.
So the first one dies.
Dead. Okay.
Second one dies.
All right.
Third one dies.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Here comes the missile launcher. Still hitting on 3s. It hits, both hit. I need 2s to wound.
Yep.
But they're only AP -2 this time for 2 saves.
2 saves? Okay, so 5 ups.
Yep.
Both go through. So
Okay,
roll your d6 damage.
First one
For each.
will die.
Okay.
Second one will die.
Okay. So you wipe that intercessor squad.
All right, so he's gonna go. He's got 18-inch range. I'm gonna shoot this back squad
Okay.
because I don't want this charge to get longer.
That's fair.
So hitting on a 3. Hits.
Yep.
Wounding on a 3.
Yep.
Still a 2 though.
Oof.
Oh, what? I'll take that. So charging. Starting with the Terminators, you have Overwatch.
Into these guys?
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be 12 shots, same as I've been shooting before, but hitting on 6s and wounding on the same hit rolls as 6. So, 1. I thought there was 0, but there was 1. Yeah. Grab these.
So saving on the 2+.
Yep.
He saves.
Cool.
Veil-Time didn't go off, so there's no reroll. Unless I spend the last command point. Roll high. 8 inches.
It should be good.
Yeah, let's go ahead and check that.
Yeah.
So we're looking at about
3
plus
3. Sorry, 6. Yeah, you're good. Okay, so you would need an 11.
I'm gonna charge that too.
Okay, that's fine. I have a bolt pistol. 6. 8 hits, and then a 4 to wound. No.
5 to wound.
It's up to 5.
Salamander mantle.
You're correct. Yep. Regardless, it didn't. So.
Well, it's 2d6. Oh, that's the save. Right? Because you wounded me?
No, I didn't wound.
So 6 doesn't get me in there.
Yeah.
All right, so are you gonna roll through me?
Yes, I will. Absolutely.
Come at me, bro.
I don't have the Armor of Rust, sadly, but this one is going to hop right in here.
All right, so we have 2 attacks per Terminator, and then 3 attacks for the Sergeant. Sergeant's the one with his sticking out.
Remember the -1 from the hallucinations.
Yes, so instead of hitting you on 3s, hit you on 4s, but because of the -1, hit you on 5s.
Yep. Yep.
Missed as well.
Okay.
I need 2s to wound.
Yes, you. Yep. Absolutely.
So I have 2
Two.
AP -3.
6s. 1 saved, and 1 just straight up dies. All right, so I'll go with my those guys first. The infiltrators.
2 attacks each, and the Sergeant has a 3rd.
So yeah, so, cool. And then they'll be hitting on 2s because you charge me, so my weapon skill goes up by 1. So hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. Reroll that. All right. 2s do hit, so 1 miss, and then wounding on 4s. 5, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, 5.
5 wounds.
Yeah.
5 2-up saves.
Yep.
Failed 1.
Next, I'll be going with my Rune Priest that heroically intervenes. We'll be getting a +1 to hit, but already hits on 2s. So 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s because it is a axe, a force axe. So strength 5, rend 2, d3 damage. Everything hits, and then wounding on 3s. 2 of them.
Wounds. I have 2 3-up invul saves.
Yes, you do.
Make them both.
Cool.
At the end of David's turn 2, he has not scored any additional points. Aaron, on the other hand, has scored 2 points for defending objective 5, putting a score at 8-2, favouring Aaron. At the end of our second battle round, Aaron has a big points advantage, and David needs to put in some serious work to capitalise on those elite units, whittle down Aaron's forces, and start racking up some points before he's left too far behind. We're at the top of turn 3, and it's Aaron's turn. Once again, Aaron scored all of his tactical objectives last round, and this round he's drawn Defend Objective 6, Hold the Line, where he needs to have 3 units within his own deployment zone and none of David's units in there, and Defend Objective 3.
All right, so for this movement phase, I just kind of sent more guys after the guys he's got left as well. So Njal and the Primaris Librarian and Phobos advanced up there towards his Librarian. These infiltrators came over here, and then everyone here stayed in combat, and my Helix Adept, who's like the medic of that squad, failed to bring a guy back to life, and so he cannot shoot in this next phase. So now time for the psychic phase. Let's see. So I'm going to cast Jaws the Werewolf first with Njal. So I get a +1, but I need a 7, so a 6 on the dice. And I got a 11.
Okay, well, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, 10 +1, so I roll 2d6 and compare it to the 5-inch movement of the Terminators, which are the unit I chose for that. And each point higher is going to be a mortal wound. So, and I got a 7, so that's just 2 mortal wounds right there.
Okay, so 2 mortal wounds.
For Njal's second power, he's going to cast Living Lightning. So I'll get +1 to it, and if I get it off, I might do something fun. So 2, and then I got 6, so it does go off.
Right, but I have a +1, so I need a 7.
Yes, no, yeah, you're correct. Yeah, once again,
Same
math.
page.
Yes, yep, I got you.
That is a 3.
And that's 3, so it does stop it. I don't use command points for that stratagem. Next will be the guy in combat, and he's going to first cast Fury of the Wolf Spirit on himself. So Warp Charge 7 for this one, and I got it with a 10. So he just gets those 6 extra Frecky and Gary Ghost attacks. Then he's going to smite. So first smite, so it'll be 5 and 11 plus for the 2 modes. And I got a 3, so it does not happen. I'm not going to reroll. Then my last is the Warlord, and he's going to cast. He's going to cast Hallucinate on the Terminators again.
It worked very well last time. So.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Goes off
with a 7, so they're at a -1 leadership, and then you roll 2d6. Yeah.
Pass with the 6.
You pass.
My leadership's
Yep.
8.
Yep. So you're good, but they're still -1 leadership. Not that that matters. So this one is for smite. I need a 6. And I got an 8, so it'll be D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. The Terminators, I believe?
Yeah, because, yep, it's them, so it'll be D3 mortal wounds on the Terminators. And I got a 2.
All right, so it leaves the Sergeant with 1 wound.
So now for some shooting. And so they're technically not in combat anymore, right?
They're not in combat.
These 4 guys can see him and are going to shoot at the Dreadnought.
Okay.
They moved, so just 4
one
shots.
shot.
Yeah, 4 shots total. Hitting on 3s, but 6s do auto wounds, and then it'll be 5 to wounds. 1 auto wound, and then 2 misses, 1 wounding on a 5. So that is 2 total wounds, regular save.
Okay, so
On the
2
Dread.
ups.
Yeah.
I passed the ball.
He's good. Yeah. Okay. These guys, since they can't shoot into your characters, have to shoot into him as well. They have not moved, so they all get full shots, so that'll be 10 shots. Hitting on 3s again, but 6s once again will cause wounds. So 1 auto wounds, and then some misses. Okay, so then for these other 6, wounding on 5s. So that is 5 total wounds.
All right, 5 2-ups.
Yep.
On the Relic Contemptor Dreadnought, he failed 2 of them, but he's got 2 Fatal Pains of a 6-up.
Yep.
Because he's a Relic, he saved 1.
Okay.
He's down to 11 wounds.
Time to shoot a bolt pistol at him from the front guy. Hitting on a 3 and wounding on a 5. Hits, and then wounding on a 5.
And
1 wounds. Dang. He's
nice save.
yeah, of course. So yeah, the guy in combat, the Rune Priest with the jump pack, is going to shoot, hitting on a 3, wounding on a 4. Nope. That's fine. All right.
The combat.
Time for some charges. This might be a little risky, but my Warlord is going to go into both of your characters right there.
Okay, the guy in the back, he's going to use both guns, but he's going to start with the top gun,
Okay.
the Disintegrator. He hits on 6s. He's going to rapid fire 1 for 2 shots. 1. Still misses.
Okay.
And then the bolt gun part of it, both miss there.
All right, so charge, and it's an 8-inch charge, so it's definitely in. I'm just gonna go into both of them. Might not be the best idea, but we'll see. Then I might as well just choose both of them to charge as targets. I got a 3, so nothing for them. So I'm going to Armor of Russ, your Librarian.
Okay. Terminator Librarian is last.
Yeah. So then I'm going to send, I have to go with my charge guy first. His 4 attacks. I'll just send 2 at each. Probably not the best idea, but I'll do it anyways. So hitting on 2s and then wounding on 4s for both of these. So, the Imperial.
Oh, you're wounding on 5s against the Librarian.
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting he's toughness 5. My bad.
It's the Relic Salamander
Exactly,
mantle,
yeah.
the mantle.
So yeah, I'll do that. So on the Imperial Marine first, hitting on 2s.
2 hits.
Both hit, and then wounding on 4s.
Yes.
That is 2 wounds at Rend 3.
All right, looking for boxcars. I got one.
Oh man, you did get one. All right, so D3 damage. 1. And I can't reroll that because it rolled. All right.
He's living with 3 wounds.
So then 2s and 5s into the librarian.
Yeah.
Both hit. 2 and a 6. And then 5s. 1 at rend 2.
So I have a 3-up
Or
invul.
rend 3, I mean.
I have a 3-up invul.
Yep. Yeah.
It was 4.
Okay, cool. So you're good. And then I get to choose the next to activate, so it's going to be my Rune Priest with Jump Pack. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, because the +1 weapon skill didn't matter for him. So hitting on 2s, winning on 4s here. 1 miss. I'm winning on 4s. 2 at rend. This one's at rend 2. The other one's at rend 3,
It's
but
still
yeah,
a 3 up
3 up in one, yeah.
All right, so 2 3s. We got. I felt 1, and it wouldn't matter because I felt that 1.
Yeah, it's D3 damage, but you have 1 wound left,
Yes.
so. And I will consolidate with him.
So I can fight back.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You might be able to kill my warlord right here, so we'll see.
So I start with the Joe Nobody or the Imperial Space Marine. Actually, he has 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, and being a salamander.
Yep.
Hits 3 times, wounding you on 4s.
Yep.
2 saves.
2 saves. I have a rend.
There's no run.
Is it no? Oh, so 3 ups. 1 goes through. How much damage?
Just
1
1.
damage. Okay. I believe I'm down to 4.
All right, so the axe is gonna go. So the 3 attacks, he actually only hits you on a 3+. He wounds, or he hits.
Hits. Yeah.
Now he wounds you on 3s, straight
Threes.
6.
Yeah.
Wounds you twice.
Okay. So AP on this one.
-2.
Okay, so it'll go to my 4 up invuln for their armor breast. Both good. Wow.
Okay.
Cool.
At the end of Aaron's third turn, he has not scored any additional points, and it's over to David. At the start of David's turn, he still has 5 tactical objective cards from previous turns in his hand. Secure Objective 2, 2 copies of Secure Objective 5, Secure Objective 6, and Blood and Guts to kill a unit in the fight phase. He's now drawn his second copy of Secure Objective 6, making board control all the more important for him.
The only thing I moved was the Contemptor. He moved 9 inches, but he's still just slightly outside of range of the objective number 6, which is worth 2 for me. He'll get that next turn. Psychic phase. I'm gonna cast Veil's Time on myself, so,
Okay. Yeah.
so I can fight first. I need a 6 for it to go off.
Okay.
It goes off on a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna try and deny with. I'll do it with Njal because he can reroll if I roll really bad on this. He got a 10 to deny that.
Okay.
So.
From there, I'm gonna go ahead and do Smite
Okay.
into your Warlord. Uh-oh.
Whoopsies.
Try it again. I perils.
Oh, dude. Oh.
All right.
All your rolls that have been like bouncing out have been really good too, for the
all
most
right,
part.
so I'm gonna take 2 mortal wounds,
Okay.
which isn't that bad.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna put 3 wounds remaining, so I'm keeping.
Perfect. Yeah, because that's what I'm doing with mine too.
Yep.
So.
All right, that didn't go as well as I hoped. We're gonna go to the shooting phase. Disintegrator pistol to the face. I'm hitting you on 3s.
Yeah.
I hit. I am wounding you on 3s.
Yep.
I wound.
Okay.
AP -3.
4 up invuln. Armor for us. I'll use a command point.
Yeah, it's D6 damage, so.
Oh wow. Ugh. Doesn't matter. 2 1s in a row. So,
Okay. So I need a 4 to
about
matter
to
here.
kill my warlord.
Hopefully.
Ugh. We'll see.
Make up for that perils.
Yeah.
No. It's a 2.
Got a 2. Okay, so he's down to 2. He still will get to attack with the guy before me though. So.
And then he's gonna go.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot this squad and try to get him off the objective.
Okay.
We are gonna give you the cover,
Yeah.
just because we declared that earlier. It's gonna be all
Sure.
6 shots though. I'm hitting on
Okay.
3s because of the moving. Roll 2 1s. I'm gonna re-roll 1 1 because of Salamander, but I missed. And then wounding you on 2s, but Salamanders, I don't need the rolls. So 2 AP -3.
So it'll be
5 up.
5 ups. Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I made one.
Made one, and then...
Made
wow.
two.
Made the other.
Okay. Here's the 2 cracked missiles.
Okay.
One is a miss, and I already used that. There's a hit, but I have a reroll for this one. Salamander reroll.
Yeah. Cool.
It does one.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah,
8.
you're right. Yeah. So 1 at
-2.
4.
Yeah, 4 up safe.
4 up safe.
So you make that.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
They really want to stay on that rock.
I should have just advanced and got the points.
Yeah.
We have combat now.
Yes, and you. So at the beginning of the phase, I'm going to choose your Terminator go last. So you can go with your Imperial guy.
My Imperial guy will go.
Yeah.
He has 3 attacks.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3s. I missed 1. Salamander reroll. Hit 3 times. Wounding you on 4s. Get off me. I'm gonna Salamander reroll 1 of those.
Okay.
Try that again. Nope, just 1 save.
3 up. I take it. I'm at 2. I'll spend my last command point to reroll this. Not that it really matters. Yeah, okay, 6. So it's fine. All right, and then I get to fight with 4 attacks. I'm gonna go at your Terminator with all of them.
Okay.
So hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s.
5s.
5s, you're right. I keep forgetting that.
The mantle.
Yeah. Actually, I'll split into a 2 again.
Okay.
Yeah, change my mind. So into the Imperial Marine first, so 2s. Both hit, and then wounding on 4s for this guy. 1. I got 5, so.
I need a 6 up save.
Yep.
No. 5. But
Does he have 1?
he's got 3 wounds remaining.
3 wounds? Okay, so D3 damage. 2. Not quite
He
enough to kill
lives.
him, yeah. All right, so then the other 2 attacks on the Terminator. 2s and 5s for this one. Both hit, and then 5s to wound. 1.
3 up Imble.
Yeah.
He fells that.
D3 for this one as well. 3.
Okay, so you got it.
Oh, is he out?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay, so I'm to 9 for.
So you're 9 to my 2.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a lot more models right now.
Because I could have gotten, if I did this combat, that would have been 1. Next turn would be 3. Get more cards.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it was going to start picking up, but the hardest part was your librarians, I think. I'm conceding because I have 2 models left on the board. And while one of them is incredible, he can't stop the librarians from killing him with the sheer number of smites. Maybe if I went that way to try to kill him last round, but I'm just going to go and call it with just the 2 models. So let's call it.
Good game though, man. Good game.
Well, I did survive his flyer, attacking my flyer turn 1, but I didn't get a lot of use out of my flyer from that point. So I think my mistake was on the bottom of round 1, I could have stayed in fly mode, had a shorter charge, and only been in combat with his librarian with jump back. So that was a little rough that he solo initiative. But from there wasn't all that much I could do. Instead of trying to go for the points on the bottom of round 3, I could have moved so that his character stayed closer and gone for the 2 librarians then. I might have killed them. He had great saves though, but even if I did that, it just made it that much harder to get even more points later on. So no matter what, I was on the back foot, and I think the back foot is my best foot, but not this time.
So the big moment in this game was seizing the initiative. Whoever had first turn, like we mentioned, was going to take out the other flyer. And once his was taken down to the 2nd tier, there wasn't as much it could do, basically. I also had a little more bodies, but not as elite of stuff, but stuff that stuck around enough. It's weird winning with a shooty Space Wolf list because they just usually pick a Space Wolf, you want to get into combat and smash whatever they can, growl and whatever, but it's shooty lists have been what's working lately, and the Infiltrators had to have been my close second for MVP, but the running the 3 Psychers worked really well together, especially 1 being able to make use of the Living Lightning stratagem, or Psychic Power and stratagem, even though he can't take the power himself because he takes them from the special Shadow Spear stuff. So I also got a lot of objectives that were somewhat easy for me to grab, like 5 and 3 were already in my deployment, and then getting the one where that I got first turn for D3 points, I forgot what it was called, where he didn't have any models within 12 inches of the center of the field. There's a lot of things, but it was a bloody game, but it was a fun one.
And that's game. Despite managing to take out Aaron's Storm Raven nice and early, Aaron's Psychic Onslaught plus sheer weight of troops giving him the ability to take all those objectives, and David's smaller elite force not able to capitalize on a board position at any point, an overwhelming victory for Aaron's Space Wolves. It looks like David's Salamanders will be crawling back under a rock until next time. If you want to learn some free tactics, painting tutorials and more, check out our free guide in the description below. And if you want to see who's playing next week, check this out.
Next week on Knights at the Game Table, the Gene Stealer Cult versus Orcs.